Fucking with my dog K Snides. Get at your boy. Slim, aka Ota Johnson. Shit. From Gainesville, Florida. You know. Basically it. I got my name Swamp because of the swamp. You know, it's in Florida. I'm a big Gator fan. And I love this music also. You know, when the Slim part of the name come in there, I basically put the Slim in there because, you know, there's a lot of great Slims I looked up to, like Iceberg Slim, Soldier Slim. If you think about Soldier Slim, if you looked at him, you saw New Orleans. So when you look at me, you see Swamp Boy Slim. It's kind of like the same type of idea, you feel me? And that's how I got my name, Swamp Boy Slim. You know, growing up in Gainesville as a jit, everybody around me, they listen to a whole lot of what, you know what I'm saying, what people in Florida would call booty shake music. It was a lot of fucking Uncle Luke being played, 2 Live Crew, Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying, the usual Florida shit. We had that fast bass pumping dance music type of thing going on, but as a child, you know, I feel like my first real hip hop album that made me feel like, you know, rap is the shit, I remember was The Fast Life by Coogee Rap and Nas. After I heard that song, I was just blown away. I was like, damn, these cats really spitting. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to that. From that, you know what I'm saying, I got Nas's Illmatic album. I feel like that's still my favorite album to this day. And my family's from Chicago. I was born in Chicago, so, you know, I fuck with Twista. I heard this Po Pimp song with Do or Die back in the day before, when it was just on tape. And after that, I listened to that song over and over and over again, to the point where I could rap that verse like Twista rapped it just as fast, because I was just amazed, like, damn, he could rap that fast, and he's saying a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, a lot of lyrical shit. And, you know, traditionally, everybody was forced to listen to Pac, whether they liked it or not. I love Pac. I feel like he was the first rapper to, you know what I'm saying, to really make me feel his music the way I felt anybody's music. And one of my favorite songs from him is Keep Your Head. Started there, and you know what I'm saying, from there I started doing my own little thing, just freestyling around in the house and shit. Plus my brother Omar, who's locked up, you know, he used to be a beast at rapping and shit too, so that's pretty much my influences as far as that's concerned. Just trying to be different than everybody else, you know. I say I've been making music, you know, as far as recording music since the age of 15. I've been rapping and shit since I was probably about 9, 10, 11 years old, but when I really started recording music, I was about 15, 16 years old. I used to go out to parties and shit, freestyle, and then my homie Brett, I never forget, he used to always come up to me at every party and be like, dawg, this motherfucker think he can rap, come over here and show him off, come over here and show him out, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I started recording music, because from those parties, I see people all the time and they be like, yo, you that dude that was spitting, and you know what I'm saying, a couple of those people, you know what I'm saying, were big influences, you know what I'm saying, made me believe in myself, made me believe that, you know what I'm saying, maybe I could do something with music. So I've been rapping for a while now. That's when I started. Outside of that, man, you know, music is my main love, and it's a lot of other things I want to get into, you know what I'm saying, as far as owning my own businesses and such, you know what I'm saying, just being able to provide for my people and shit like that. Like, you know, I might just start another little studio just to breed talent, you know, that's just how I feel. Outside of that, I want to do movies, shit like that, you know, everything that the ballers do. Basically, that's what I want to do, you know. And living in Gainesville, such a small scene, you don't really see too many people come out of Gainesville blow up. I've never seen anybody come out of Gainesville blow up besides Tom Petty, and he doesn't even like Gainesville anymore. So it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, to come out of a town like that, and that's really the main reason behind my move. I moved around a lot, you know what I'm saying, and I'm about to do more moving. You know, I feel like I got to get closer to the industry because I'm still an unsigned artist, independent, but you know, it is what it is. Hilson though, I fucks with Carrie Hilson. I love Carrie Hilson. You know, I like her music, but I love her legs. I like her face, and you know what I'm saying, I like to fuck Carrie Hilson, basically. And that would make me a happy man as a swamp boy. I don't really know what I would call a dream life, you know what I'm saying, but I really feel like that ultimately in my life, I just want to be able to have the finances that is necessary to support my living habits, which consist of me doing what I want to do, traveling a lot, you know what I'm saying, seeing my people where they need to be at and shit like that. And you know, that's basically it. That's basically what anybody wants out of life as far as coming up, having your people straight. That's what I want. You feel me? That'll be my ultimate pleasure, is to see all my people eating good, and you know, shit like that. As far as I got, you know, I'm hustling Swerve Entertainment, straight out of Gainesville. That's what I fuck with. That's my shit. It's my own little independent label that I partnered up with my homeboy Florida Jules, Fat Waller, Sam King, When I Dell. I fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? You know, some videos and shit. And then basically that's it right now. As far as shows and shit, I kind of I postponed a lot of things, a lot of opportunity to do shows right now. And I really need to get back into that, but I had to set that time aside because when you do everything independently, that means there's a lot of shit you got to do by yourself. And you know what I'm saying, that's basically how I do it. We fund everything we do out of our own pockets, you know what I'm saying, and in return, we get the money the same way, you know what I'm saying. I won't have to worry about some other big shot name, you know what I'm saying, cashing me out. I just have my own money in pocket. When it's time for me to come to the show, when you book me, pay me, I drop that fire shit. And that's basically how that shit goes down. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on building this Hustle & Swerve Entertainment into something that's bigger and better than what it is right now, which is basically a group of hungry motherfuckers just trying to get they shit on. And that's basically it as far as that's concerned. I'm working on this music. Day to day I'm in the studio and trying to work with new artists, you know what I'm saying? Some from Gainesville, some from everywhere, you know? But I'm really working on trying to expand outside of Gainesville because I've been there so long, and it's just you got to network, and that's one of the keys to this shit is networking and knowing who you're marketing to. And the biggest thing for me, as far as my motivation to do all of this, is just the fans, the people. It was the same thing that motivated me to start recording music in the beginning, was that people told me they liked my shit. I wouldn't rap if I felt like I was just putting out some hot garbage. You feel me? And a lot of niggas do that today. I know they gotta know they suck, but they still do it because they feel like it's money involved, and I can't knock them for that. But you know, to me that's kind of like a slap in the face because I really give a fuck about my music and I give a fuck about my art and my craft, and that separates me from a lot of artists. And I feel like that really paves the way for me to be successful in the music industry. It's just my hunger and my drive and my natural talent, you know what I'm saying, that I've cultivated over the years. That's really what's gonna bring me to the forefront. Probably being raised in between two different places, you know what I'm saying. Chicago's a whole different world from Gainesville, Florida. In Chicago, you know what I'm saying, it's real, really real, like street shit going on a day-to-day basis. In Gainesville, it's a lot of fucking drugs involved and shit, but it ain't nowhere near like the shit you're gonna run into if you was living in the city of Chicago or something like that. But Gainesville, man, it's a college town, so I've seen naked women sliding up and down fucking light poles after the Gators won national championships. One of my favorite scenes from Gainesville in history. And I've seen a lot of fucking reptiles too, alligators and snakes and shit. They will end up in your swimming pool in your backyard. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I really grew up like, you know what I'm saying, not too much different than a lot of people, you know what I'm saying. I played a lot of sports and shit coming up. And the one thing that I just fell in love with and decided that I wanted to do was music. And whether it be rap, you know what I'm saying, or sing, you know, I'm not really a big singer, but I like to do that too because I love hearing motherfuckers sing, and I feel like I got an alright voice. So when I do get on my track, don't be hating on me talking about I hit my T-Pain, because I fuck with T-Pain and I like my T-Pain shit. So fall back young. But other than that, man, yeah, fucking smoke a lot of weed. Play a lot of video games. That's the type of shit we did when we was coming up, you know what I'm saying? I need to blaze some kush right about now. These things that I saw growing up, I seen a lot of shit, man. I mean, really, like, you know, it's a college town. It's a lot of people from everywhere there. And really, it's like a big party town. I mean, my whole life growing up, motherfuckers was getting wasted. We go to parties every fucking Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Keg parties, shit like that, you know, shit that your average cat from the hood ain't gonna really be used to, like, you know what I'm saying, not gonna see a lot of, but that's the type of environment I grew up from. I grew up in Gainesville, was the, you know what I'm saying, it's a sports town, you know what I'm saying, a lot of football games and shit going on, and when that shit happens, that means the town is thick, everybody's downtown, the club is popping. I could dig that, you know. it's only so long when you party that much though that you fucking really want to be a party person anymore. Like that part of my life probably done phased away. I still get my party on and shit, but I just like to do exclusive shit now. I'm trying to eat real good and have enough money to do real exclusive shit. Like next time I throw a keg party, it should be in Antigua somewhere, floating on the fucking raft made out of Coronas or something, you know. But I was born in Chicago, man, so I seen a lot of crazy shit in the streets, you feel me? Like, and that's another thing I put into my music. You know, I like to tell a story. I like to tell the struggle in my music because I came from a lot of struggling rappers in the game as far as men are concerned. I don't know. I like to think that, you know what I'm saying, eventually I'll be that dude. Right now, you got to talk about who's eating, and I would say that, you know, Lil Weezy definitely eating right now on niggas. But I tell y'all who I like to fucking watch on TV, because this is a funny nigga. Even though he really be serious, it's funny. Jim Jones is a funny nigga. He always bullying somebody. I think this shit's funny. Jim Jones is funny as fuck. Another nigga I like to watch on camera is funny is Mano. That nigga is Brooklyn to death. What's up to my niggas in New York? Them niggas is funny, man, because you know, you can tell they real street niggas and they just don't be giving a fuck. They have a good time. That's the type of shit I like to do with my music. I'm not the type of dude that's gonna get on the track and stress about how gangsta I am, how many guns I got, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They expect everybody that came from the hood to be on some old, well, you know, I pop this, I pop that, I sold this, I sold that. That's good, but niggas that's really from the hood don't glorify those type of things. And you know what I'm saying? I went through my little phase where I thought being tough was the cool shit, but now it's like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers gotta feed their family and be out here on a daily basis trying to make ends. So it's really not like something that you should be rapping about. I mean, most of these niggas be rapping it and don't live it anyway. So you know what I'm saying, that's really the biggest issue with me as far as that. I'm not gonna come out, I done made songs where I talked about guns, yes, but none of that shit you're gonna really hear out of my later music that I've made in the recent couple of years, because that's just not where I'm trying to go with it. I'm not trying to bring that to anybody. I want the music I make, I want it to be like, you know what I'm saying, you pop this shit in the car and you can ride out, you know what I'm saying, you hit I-95 or whatever stretch of interstate you may be on, and you just zone out, smoke some motherfucking good weed to that shit and enjoy that shit and say, man, yeah, that nigga is that fire.